Hello, my name is Zoe. I am the Tipsy Psychic. Do you guys ever just crave pickles? I do, a lot. Today we're going to talk about the compatibility between a Sagicorn, which is a Sagittarius and a Capricorn, and an Aries. You would love how an Aries shares your sense of humor. Volunteering is a great date night idea for you guys because you both really like helping out. However, you might constantly feel like you're defending your stance on things and your point of view and arguing. You're both very passionate. It would be exhausting when you disagree. But that spark is just what keeps it going. And it can be very addicting. And this can be very unhealthy. It can become very unhealthy over time. You can't just want each other to change. Ask yourself, can you be together with this feeling of uncertainty? You have to be sure that you're both in it for this to work. If you want this to work out, you have to be able to look past things that bother you about them. Try to find what you have in common and then really think about it together. You're both very different. And an Aries handles things in a very open way, and you don't necessarily like that approach. Your approach is much more philosophical than that. Your ability to analyze a situation right on the spot and do something about it right then and there is going to be really useful to your Aries because they're really impulsive and they don't really think twice about things before they do them. And an Aries will also be very good to get you out of your funk. You have to focus on what you can do together, not what you can't do together. Try not to blame each other for things that happen or how you feel. You both march to the rhythm of your own drum, so you're not always on the same page. You can make an Aries feel more grounded. You must be careful because your spending habits can be really rocky together. Try to be rational and logical when it comes to spending all that money. You both have dreams and thoughts for the future, and you both kind of know what you want, but you really have to know how you feel about it. You have to know how you feel in the present, in the here and now, and not get so carried away with what might happen. The Aries is usually the one to propose. They often fall in love with part of your personality. It's not your complete personality, and deep down you know that they're only seeing a certain side of you. The Aries usually wants to take care of you, but it turns out in this relationship, you're kind of the one who has to take care of them. You both are so quick to just walk out the door if things don't work out. And honestly, I'm not going to even go much into it, but I really wouldn't bother being friends with one another. Platonic relationships are not easy between the two of you. You need time to yourself. You're not necessarily a social butterfly all the time. You have your mood swings and you really need to be alone and recuperate. But the Aries may not know how to handle all that. You can be kind of negative and pessimistic, and sometimes your outlook doesn't really make them feel too great. It's just this match, really. And that can really hinder the growth process of your relationship. With an Aries in the bedroom, you both have excellent stamina. You can keep things going for quite a while. When it comes to working on a project together or being on a team, you guys are partners. You are great together. But you are really going to need to understand that you both need your own space. You need to respect that it takes two to tango. Don't try to push the other person into doing something else that they might not feel they want to do right then and there. Don't try to push things into motion. Like, they have to meet you halfway. You don't know everything that's going on in their head, and if they want to talk about it, they will. They'll talk to you. Just make it known that you are there if they need to talk, but you can't pressure them in to opening up. Don't constantly pester them. Don't try to take over their dreams and their goals. Don't wait for them too long. If they're not interested, they're not interested. Move on. Because if they really like you, they will go for it. if they're kind of just leaving you hanging, the truth is it's gonna be like that for a while. It will never fully feel, like a strong commitment. You both have to accept each other for this to work. You tend to see yourselves in one another, and it's one of the reasons you're so attracted to each other. When there's no light at the end of the tunnel, it falls apart. But if you have something you're working towards together, and you have a goal that you both agree on, and you don't lose sight of that, then things could potentially work out. You have to learn to enjoy your life, to relax, and stop making everything a big deal. Your Aries will probably be more attracted to you sexually than you are attracted to them. This isn't a quality relationship. There won't be a lot of substance here with your compatibility. Often you'll prolong it for a very long time, because the only reason that you don't want to break up is because you feel like you still kind of need each other, or you rely on each other, and it's more codependent. That's not healthy. So just remember, you gotta be strong, even if the love and the laughter are no longer there and things are fading, and it may seem scary to get back into dating or get back out there, you've already kind of been with them for a sec and you're all around them. It's not a reason to stay with someone and put your happiness on hold. So sometimes you just have to be able to walk away. You and your Aries express yourselves in very different ways too. You might find yourself becoming more irritable and having a hard time with yourself and with your mind, and you'll find that your Aries is a little too high maintenance for your taste. You both bring out the passive aggressiveness in each other when you fight. You're that couple that when you're angry at each other, you might not even talk to each other for days. The silent treatment is not cool, okay? Remember to not tear each other down with your stress. Stay true to who you are. If you are a Sagittarian or an Aries, or you're dating one or the other or whatever, let me know what you think about this combination. Do you agree with me? I would love to know in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel. Bye!